Hey everybody, today I'm unboxing the UDPOWER AS1200 power station. It's a 1200 watt pure sine wave inverter that supposedly can handle anything you can throw at it. From laptops to fans to hair dryers to power tools, let's see if this beast can handle the challenge. Awesome. I've got a 120 volt AC power cord and I've got a 12 volt DC power cord. Got the owner's manual that nobody reads, but here is the main event. The UDPOWER AS1200. This thing feels solid, has an all metal casing, very nice handles, both on the bottom for your fingers to get into, and a handle up here to pick it up with. It's surprisingly compact for something this powerful. Check this out. You got 15 total ports, 5 AC outlets. Most competitors give you 2 or 3. You got 2 100 watt USBC ports. You got a few USB-A ports, a DC output port, and even wireless charging right here on top. So I can lay my phone up here and charge it wirelessly. Basically, if it plugs in, this thing's got you covered. All right, let's fire it up. I've got my MacBook Pro plugged in here, pulling about 100 watts. I got my Dyson fan running quietly in the background. And just for fun, let's see what happens when I throw in a hairdryer. Not bad at all. That's pulling around 1200 steady watts, and this thing can surge up to 1800 watts, and it handles it like a champ. There's no flicker, there's no hesitation, just clean, quiet power. And if you happen to be using this thing as an uninterrupted power supply, or UPS, it's one of my favorite features of these type devices. And your power cuts out mid-style, there's no things to worry about. The UPS kicks in about 0.01 seconds, fast enough so your hairdryer won't even know what happened. In here is a Life P04 battery that's good for over 4,000 charge cycles. And that's about 3 times as long as a standard lithium-ion unit like this. So this thing's still going to be working long after your iPhone's been replaced. This metal casing isn't just for looks, it's built tough. It's triple protection against overload, short-circuiting, and overheating. They call it military grade, and I'm somewhat of an expert on that because I did 25 years active duty in the military. And I've tested out all sorts of things like this along my life, and this one meets the standards. I believe you could probably drop this thing off your tailgate and it will still power your coffee maker. And it's quiet. I reviewed many of these things. We still have many of these things, both from our camping van, in our rig, and car camping and tent camping and things like that of various sizes. I love that this thing is quiet because many of them, when they're running and the inverter kicks on, or when they're charging and the cooling fan kicks on, it's loud. This one's quiet, less than 25 decibels. It's perfect for a CPAP machine while you're trying to sleep at night, or a Dyson fan to keep the fan running, and all that without the noise of a generator outside. When it's time to recharge, it's pretty fast. It can go from 0 battery in here to 80% in about an hour and a half when plugged into AC outlet. And if you're off grid, you can pair this thing with a solar panel and let the sun do all the work for you. It also has a ultra low standby drain. Many of these devices, when you turn the power off and you just let it sit for a while, the battery drain is pretty steady. This one's super low at about 0.3 watts drain. So it's super low and it'll be ready when you need it. So what, Brad? Here's what Brad says. This thing packs a serious capability and a compact, durable design. It's quiet, it's powerful, and to me, it's built to last. It's perfect for RV life, it's perfect for camping, it's perfect for van life, it's perfect for car camping, it's perfect for just home use as a power backup supply. And it's going to keep your essentials running if the power ever runs out. And yes, it's going to keep your fan spinning and your hair looking good, even when the lights go out. Emergency flashers, anyone? Nightlight? All right, so what? I do think this is a great, I have reviewed, I think 5 different brands now, and this is maybe the 6th one of these I've reviewed or checked out. I do enjoy this, and I do like this device. The screen's easy to read, it's easy to plug, it's easy to understand what you're using. When we traveled to Alaska this past summer in our van, we used 3 of these things in the van because I don't have a big build in the van. So I had one that powered our fridge and charging our devices and things like that. I had one in the back that was powered our Starlink, which is up on the roof, and I had another one as a backup. Of the 3 of them, 2 of them were loud when they ran and loud when the inverter came on and loud when they were charging. The other one was a big battery bank, so it didn't really have to charge that often. I think would be a wonderful addition to our van camping and our just camping in general. If you're in an RV that has a big battery build like mine does, you're probably okay. But if you're in a standard RV that may have one battery or two small batteries or just a basic setup, this thing can be a great addition because many people in RVs don't have a big inverter. So most RVs, typical travel trailers, come with a 1000 watt inverter, and that's strong enough to run some stuff, but it's typically not strong enough to run a good hairdryer. It's not strong enough to run some coffee makers. It's not strong enough to run blenders and things like that sometimes, depending on the appliances. But this thing will. 1800 watts, it can surge up to. So this is something you can carry with you in your camping life, and you can use this instead of the onboard inverter to save your save your onboard battery life and your house battery life, and two, give you the power you need to power whatever device you happen to put on it. That's very true for all of you who love boondocking but don't want to spend the money for a big solar or a big battery upgrade for your RV. One of these type things is a great addition to your setup. And when you're going traveling during the day, you can plug this thing into the cigarette lighter of your car, and you can have it charging while you're driving down the road. So at nighttime, you can bring it back in your RV and use it for whatever you need to use it for. All right, everybody. Thank you again for making us a part of your day. And thanks for joining on this product review. I love you all, and tune in because I might be giving one of these away in a future video. Hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye.